I really hope a good amount of you already seen the Black Panther movie. If you didn't, then stop wasting your time. I get it if you're like, oh yeah, you know, man, I want to see it, but you know, I don't want to be when it's crowded and everything. Look, man, the way that movie's going, how many people are going to see it, you're gonna have to wait, I guess, a couple fucking more weeks, I think. But whatever. This is a spoiler review for Black Panther. Cue the music. Hey guys, Keon here, and I am back with another review, and what do you know, another Black Panther review. This time it is a spoiler review, so like I said earlier, if you guys haven't seen the movie, do not watch this video. I do have a spoiler-free review that you guys could watch that I did upload before this one, so go ahead and watch that video if you would like. If you don't care for spoilers or any such, then by all means watch this video. I'm not going to really speak about the movie in any specific orders or anything verbatim and every single thing, just certain aspects and certain scenes and characters and all such that did really stand out for me, or things that just come to my mind at the moment. As such, one thing I really did love about this movie that I did not mention in my spoiler review, because I like for people to go into a movie fully blind, not knowing anything that is going to be there. I really like the fact that it has several different tribes in this movie. I don't really remember the number. I believe there were 6, maybe 7. If you do want to include the group of people, the tribe with Man-Ape, I forgot what the name was in there, but in the comics, his name is Man-Ape. That's his villain name. But I really like how they did him in here. He doesn't really seem that much as the ferocious type that he is in the comics, but I do like how they did him. I like the actor that played as him. Wow, what a great job. It was really entertaining. I really like how the battle between him and T'Challa went. It was actually well done, well choreographed. That was definitely second best on, because the fights with T'Challa versus Killmonger, don't get me wrong, that fight was amazing. I love the fact when they were in their suits. That was great. I think I just enjoyed the fight between them when they weren't in their outfits even more. And I'll get to that one in a minute. But with the fight between Man-Ape and T'Challa, because T'Challa had to fight him due to the fact that it is a part of the process of becoming king. You have to see if any other tribal members will challenge you of any such for your role of king. And then that tribe did challenge them due to the fact that they are technically the outsiders of that tribe in Wakanda. They are technically outsiders within Wakanda. So I believe they just want a recognition of such, or not to be ignored or be heard, but many people see them as savages in comparison to all the other Wakandians who are more civilized. I like how the fight went due to the fact that it does show how different the people are, as well. I do like the aspects of their culture, which was actually really interesting. And then at a point, it does show that even without the outfit, T'Challa is actually a capable fighter and he is good. Yes, we saw some of that in Civil War, but I feel like in this movie they did it even more, actually, and better. Due to the fact that when he had him in a chokehold, I believe he used his legs, and not only that, they were hanging on the edge of a cliff, and I like how he choked him out and had him tap. But he could have killed him if he wanted to. But I like what he said, that due to the fact that he said your people need a leader, so you have the choice to either sacrifice yourself or you could continue to lead them, and that's when he gave up. Now to the fight between T'Challa and Killmonger, when they weren't wearing their armor at least. I like that fight because when Killmonger comes in and he basically reveals himself, and like I said guys, a spoiler video, so Andy Serkis is in this movie and he does work with Killmonger, and it's to an extent to like maybe midway in the movie that Killmonger does turn on him. They have 2 other people part of their unit, but he does kill 2 of them. I'm surprised that Killmonger even killed Claw, in honesty, because in the first half it really does seem like Andy Serkis really is going to be in this movie a good amount of time. And I guess he knew his character was, I believe he knew his character was going to die, and because he knew his character was going to die, he just pulled out all the stops. You could just tell that he was having fun. You think you got Claw in other movies and all that little nitpick and stuff, man, you go full on Claw. It was ridiculously funny at points. That guy was really entertaining. I did enjoy him a lot. No, I can't deny that. I enjoyed him way more than I thought I was going to enjoy him. Like I said before, he came away he came further than I ever thought. But after Killmonger kills Claw, he brings his actual dead corpse to Wakanda, and this does play a part. This actually of course plays a strong role due to the fact that there is a friend of T'Challa's. I can't remember what his character name was. I don't remember the actor's name, but it's the main character from Get Out. So his family were killed because of Claw. So he always wanted revenge, and then he felt like T'Chaka never really took action against that or any such, or tried to like help the people or take care of Claw or anything. And then when T'Challa and them were supposed to go and get Claw, and they said they're gonna bring him back, they failed that mission. And then now Killmonger brought him, and wow, that is a really smart idea. Damn, it all just kind of glued up to me so late. I don't even know why. Damn, I guess I was part of his plan this entire time. In a way. Huh. Interesting. But this really shows the mindset of Killmonger, how clever he actually is that he lets off. And what I think is, when he came in there, he doesn't know their type of lifestyle or any such, but he heard many things from his father about Wakanda, how they are and everything. Because it's just, you have this guy who is an Americanized person, then you have these royal type family members of tribes and all that, and he's coming in there with that attitude and everything. This is just like, whoa, what is all this? And nobody even knew who he really was, except for T'Challa, who was told by Forrest Whitaker. And Forrest Whitaker is really good in this movie too. I forgot to mention that in my spoiler-free review, but he was really good in this movie. I didn't think he was going to do much, but his character did actually add a couple depth to the movie. Because in the beginning of the movie, you do get to see a young T'Chaka as well as T'Chaka's brother, which you find out later was his brother. And then the guy that was with his brother that was helping him smuggle some weapons and such was actually Forrest Whitaker, a younger version of Forrest Whitaker. And then apparently he ended up killing his brother due to the fact that his brother was about to kill Forrest Whitaker. So T'Chaka killed his brother in order to protect him, and then he didn't want nobody to know. He wanted to conceal this. And Killmonger had kidnapped Andy Serkis. T'Challa saw the ring, I believe, a ring that was into a necklace of, I believe, his grandfather. So that made him notice, how the hell does this guy have it? The only person I believe that should have it is my uncle or somebody in my family. So how does this guy have that? And that led a whole bunch of things. Oh man, it's just amazing. It makes the movie better because the battle between T'Challa and Killmonger when they weren't in their armors, oh man, that fight was amazing just because the weight to the fight. And that's another thing that makes great fights for movies, animes especially, is the weight that's on there. Like I said, because guys, the ideology that's in the fight, the mindsets that they have, it expresses more. Also, certain cultures just coming to a collision. The fight between them was well choreographed as well, even more so. And I just love how it ended because Michael B. Jordan does win the fight. And at points you kind of think T'Challa's going to win, but you kind of see like, man, Michael B. Jordan is really kicking that ass. And at the same time, I just love how the fight went because at that moment, that's when Forrest Whitaker reveals, it was because of me, your father died, he blames himself and all that. So then Michael B. Jordan just like, okay, I'll kill you too. And he kills him, and then everything hits ahead. And then he whoops T'Challa's ass because he wounded him in a certain spot. I believe he cut like a nerve. And then he just beats the shit out of him and then yells to the rest of the tribe that's watching the fight, "Is this your king?"
Ops on the radar. It's all mine now. Is this your king?
And then he keeps yelling, "Is this your king?" I love it, man. And then he picks him up and he throws him over a cliff and he's like, "Nah, I'm your king." Oh man, I gotta watch that movie again. Villain is more centered. He's closer to the hero. And I believe that's what always makes a good villain, because they're close when they're closer, or they have a bigger effect on the villain. When they have a bigger effect on a hero, I think that makes them even better. Or when it's more personal between the two. And basically you have a battle between cousins, and they basically are the reincarnations of such in a way of their fathers. And I love it because it's two different ideologies, and he does leave a big effect on T'Challa.
Your weapons. How you wanna play your secret?
And what makes this really interesting, because the two different ideologies, or the two different mindsets, to really put it in a certain way, is isolationism against colonialism, due to the fact that many of the Wakandians and how they have their mindset is better to isolate themselves due to the fact that yes, they do have amazing technology, by far the best technology in the world, and it's better for them to keep the facade that they are a poor nation due to the fact that nobody will attack them, nobody will hurt them, nobody will try and take anything from them, because what do they have to offer? And it makes sense. You honestly understand it, and you can't blame them for that, because honestly, you will have an all-out war for that type of technology. So why the hell would you want to let that information loose of any such? Because now you're going to have several targets on your back, and there's no point in doing that and making your culture like other countries who are basically always at war with one another. But at the same time, you have to understand where Killmonger is coming from when it comes to colonialism, because all he sees is like, it's not Wakandans and then other countries. It's basically for him, it doesn't matter if you're Wakandan, as long as if you're the same color, basically black. There are other black people in the world that aren't Wakandans. You guys are all here. You're all having good lives and everything. You're basically living what other black people wish they could, and you guys are all just keeping it to yourself. And you claim to like be a tribe, and you claim to have this type of mindset of, for one another, but you're not helping the other kinds that are basically the same color as you. They're just not a part of the same group as you. So he finds that fucked up, as well, that also that fumes him a part of actually his revenge as well. So he doesn't even just go in here just for revenge, and I like that. That is pretty different, I believe. That's what makes him even more of a good villain. And I honestly have to say, from the talks I heard, is he the best best superhero villain we ever had since the Joker? In all honesty, for me personally, yes, I think he is. I really think he is. Yes, I love Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. Trust me, I really do. But Bane wasn't a center character. He was the guy in front of the actual person. And that's cool. And he really was amazing. Trust me, I will get to a villain talk in a whole nother video one day. But at the same time, Killmonger, yes, he worked with Andy Serkis, but in the end, he killed Andy Serkis, and he was basically using Andy Serkis. You kind of would think Andy Serkis using him, but no, it was the other way around. So Killmonger really did have a good mindset, and you understand and you feel for the guy, and you actually root for him at a point. It's just that, like a villain, he's going about it the wrong way. He's going about it more extreme, but you can't say undeniably that he is wrong. There are also two post-credit moments, and the first one is basically when T'Challa, I believe one of his, I believe the chick that plays Michonne was with him as well. I really don't recall, but he basically went to a press conference and he told them, "Hey, we're gonna reveal everything. Wakanda's gonna start helping." And it was just funny because one guy in one interview there, one reporter was just like, "What do you guys have to, what do you guys have to offer?" And he just gets that little cocky smile, man. You gotta love Chadwick Boseman, man. Yeah, you gotta love that arrogant smile. I love it, man. It's so cocky, man. I wish I could have that, man. I wish. Oh, man. And then the second post-credit scene, of course, I believe everybody knew this was gonna come, where you were gonna see a post-credit scene with Winter Soldier or Bucky, what he likes to go by. But whatever, I'm pretty sure everybody knew you were just going to see him. All you see of him really is that he was in a hut, and all these kids were basically looking at him. Then when he wakes up, they run out, and they yell, "White Wolf, White Wolf," which is a funny thing because Black Panther had a white brother. Yes, he had a white brother, ain't that funny? Named White Wolf, but he was an adopted brother, guys. Calm down, calm down. But he was an adopted brother who was before T'Challa was even born. Just because his family, I think, crashed on like that Wakanda or something like that, and they were all dead. And so T'Chaka took him in and then raised him as his own. But blah 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 whatever. And he is greeted by Shuri, who's there with him when he wakes, and like, she says that she has more things to inform him about. I believe he's gonna get, of course, he's gonna get a new metal arm, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fully made of another one made by vibranium. Hopefully, he's better, stronger. Maybe I'm pretty sure they could do a blast before some. Maybe they'll put a blast in there. They're pretty good. I'm actually looking forward to that. A little curious. But I'm just saying, guys, if you haven't seen this movie, man, please go see it. You gotta go see it quick as possible. It's a great movie. I will say don't try and go with super high expectations. I'm not saying the movie's bad or anything. Whoa, easy there. I'm not saying it didn't reach my expectations or anything. I felt completely full after seeing the movie. I'm just saying I don't want you guys' hypes to be fucking up to the point where you see the movie and you're like, oh man, it was all just hype, man. It was just a hype show. Like, well, it was whatever. Nah, don't go with that damn attitude, because honestly, you're just a dickhead, man. But it's a pretty good movie, guys. I'm just saying, it's pretty good. I will hope you guys enjoy it. I will hope you enjoy the movie. I will hope you get your money's worth. But guys, if there's any other movies, shows, TV, shows, animes, video games, any other such trailers that you guys want me to talk about, please don't be afraid to comment below. If you guys seen the Black Panther movie yet, please comment below. If you haven't, comment below how you think it's going to be. If you like Black Panther in general, just comment below. If you want to know about Black Panther's brother, White Wolf, I say look him up. And what other Marvel movies are you guys looking forward to? Also, comment below. I'm Keon, guys, and as always, don't fail to ring that bell. Like if you dare. Subscribe if you care. And Keon for miles.
I'm like a star, I'm burning out fast. I try to shine, but it's never gonna